A short actor with a short career in Hollywood, he was able to play a cowboy, a detective, and even a hero of war, in some cases, with fame coming late in his life, and also working as a producer in film and TV during the height of his career. Now, this is Alan Ladd, and this is his basic biography. Early life. Annan Woolbridge Ladd was born in Hot Springs, Arkansas on the 3rd of September 1913. His father was an accountant of the same name, Annan Ladd, and his mother was a British immigrant that moved to the USA for a better life. He was able to grow up in a poverty stricken life, even able to take up odd jobs and even to support his family in such hard times. Later on in his life, he was able to attend school during the 1930s. As a teen, he was able to take an interest in swimming and being an athlete. He had an opportunity to become a competitor and be part of the 1932 Olympics. However, his injuries, or he managed to injure himself whilst competing, that stopped him from competing in the games. Instead, he took up acting whilst living in California and attending school in North Hollywood. He still continued working in odd jobs and even making ends meet for his family, but waiting for a right moment. Being a short kid, he was not able to go far due to his height, and even this was a barrier that he needed to overcome. Acting career. Alan Ladd was able to perform in some small roles on stage, and even mostly work on movies instead of working on Broadway. He set his sights on Hollywood and managed to act in small roles due to pursuing an acting career. The late 1930s was a jumpstart for this young actor due to his small size and even taking up smaller movie roles such as cameos and even sometimes taking up small roles in general. Even he was able to take part in theatre productions and even radio productions. He also was able to be signed by Universal Studios Pictures and even Warner Brothers Studios to help his acting career by working on films such as The Pigskin Parade, where he was able to play a student character due to his young age and his size roughly being 5 foot 6 inches, which most leading roles were needed an actor or needed someone that was roughly 6 foot at the time. Another movie role, or his movie roles in general, related to young characters like a young sailor, a soldier, or an inspector. Hollywood would soon help this poor actor to become a star in the 1940s. He cameoed in The Green Hornet, which was a TV serial back in the day in the 1940s. And also in the 1940s, he was able to star with Orson Welles in Citizen Kane, and even play a detective in The Blue Dahlia. From small beginnings to Hollywood. The 1940s was considered more of his big hits year due to producing and acting in many movies, ticking all the boxes of being a cowboy, a detective, and even a war hero. Alan Ladd would be a star indeed, and a great one at most. He would introduce more of real life aspects for playing war heroes when World War II was raging on. A gangster or conman kind of character in The Great Gatsby within the 1949. From what he portrayed in the books and even introduced more what was shown in real life during a time with gangsters and even con men taking over. Anna Ladd had been an accomplished actor, with her heights being small and his credits being big. He spent most of his time on television in the 1950s, with various TV productions and becoming a producer at the time. He still carried on his acting in the 1950s, playing cowboys, when in the 1940s he played detectives, con men, and even war heroes. This was a big change and big help for the actor by being remembered and even being classed as a hero at an older age. One of the movies he was able to become a big star in was called Shane. Still today, this movie is most assigned to being a gunslinger kind of Western film, but Alan Ladd was able to play a gunslinger who was able to protect her family from rogues and other gunslingers that would harm them. This would solidify him as a legend in the acting community. Plus, this movie also included a Hollywood great called Jack Palance. Personal life and final years. Alan Ladd was married twice. His first wife was Marjorie Jane Harold. The couple had a son called Alan Ladd Jr. The relationship lasted from 1936 to 1941. His second wife was fellow actress and agent called Sue Carroll. The couple had two children, a son named David Ladd and a daughter named Alana Ladd. The couple lasted from 1942 to his death in 1964. He was a producer in his later life and even worked on many productions from the 1950s to the 1960s, making cameo appearances in both TV and film. His acting credits were legendary and even his stardom was rising. He loved to play in war films and even started acting with mostly new and even well-known actors and actresses in cinema. One actor, for example, was Sidney Poitier, as they both starred together in the 1960 film All the Young Men, based on the Korean War. Another actress or another actor or actress that was available at the time to work with Alan Ladd was Sophia Loren in Boy on a Dolphin. And then also in his final film, he was able to star with George Papard in the final film of Alan Ladd's called The Carpetbaggers in 1964. Yet he had not been able to win many awards, or any awards in detail. But yet his lifestyle as an actor even took a toll on his life, even off screen and on screen, attempting suicide in the early 60s. Death and legacy. Sadly, Alan Ladd's life was cut short, even when he was doing so well in his acting career. He died of an overdose of pills and even alcohol, causing him to die in his sleep. He died at the age of 50 on the 29th of January 1964 in Palm Springs, California, USA. However, he was remembered more as a hero of the big screen with his film Shane, and most of these elements were shown and even used in the movie Logan, based on Wolverine, and the part of Shane was also cameoed, and even Logan Wolverine himself was using Shane's character basis for his personal usage. As Alan Ladd's life had cut short in Hollywood, his family continued on his legacy. His granddaughter and his children still are acting today. If he was living today, or still carried on living, he would have been a hero again. He would have played different roles from westerns and started continuing to play as father figures roles and even directing his own movies, and probably could have done superhero movies if he had the chance. But in the process of Hollywood, his experience was memorable, and even people today still share his style and his charisma in movies. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. I'm Suki Cookie, and please check out my other videos and also stay tuned for more content like this. Thank you.